China's preliminary antitrust probe found that Nvidia had violated anti-monopoly laws in connection with its acquisition of the firm Mellanox. But this is coming from the same Chinese regulatory body that approved that same acquisition back in 2020. So what's changed?
I think this one in particularly, if you look at the timing, the announcement was made on the eve of the Madrid trade talk between the U.S. and China. I think the timing suggests that this is not incidental. This is a well-designed action to send a political message that China wants to use this type of maneuver to create leverage in the trade negotiation that happened in the past 2 days.
There's been a lot of politics around Nvidia's business in China coming from both Beijing and Washington. How do you see this latest move? Is this just more political noise for Nvidia to tune out, or is this a real potential threat for them?
I wouldn't think this is noise. I think this is a serious challenge they should react to. When Jensen Huang went to China last time, he praised the domestic champions. He talked about how deep the research talent pool is in China. This country, this market has great potential for Nvidia, and he needs to be there. This type of antitrust challenge is not unprecedented. Many Western US technology company have run into this type of obstacles before. Like Microsoft had like over 10 years ago, Qualcomm has its own share of this type of uncertain, unfortunate scenario. Intel had its experience similarly a couple of years ago. And if you are really dedicated to this market, you need to show some action and prove that. I think this is a moment to test whether NVIDIA is really serious about what they said or not.
Following US China trade talks in Madrid, US President Donald Trump says he's going to have a phone call with Chinese President Xi Jinping on Friday to seal the deal on TikTok and perhaps a few other trade items as well. Do you think that this Nvidia ruling could be ironed out during that phone call?
I don't think this phone call will resolve NVIDIA's antitrust issue or the Texas Instrument analog devices anti-dumping issue. I think the deal Xi and Trump is going to maybe announce by the end of this week. It's a very narrow one. It's TikTok approval in the exchange was something that's relatively small. I think the export control side of things are tougher. Those are national security related issues. Those are harder problems to tackle. I don't expect them to make meaningful progress within the next few days.